Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? For those of you who love Hamilton, as I do, you might recognize that song from Hamilton, all about the fact that you have no control over who tells your story when you're gone. The musical is about a lot of things, but it's also about legacy and how you build your legacy. So I want to talk about that because there is this um, struggle that we all come across as far as trying to figure out how to get our messaging out, trying to figure out what that messaging is. And we struggle with it, especially if you're a solopreneur or a small business owner, and it can be tempting to be like, you know what, I'm going to deal with that later. Here's the problem with that. As with Hamilton, if you're not alive to tell your story, in this case, hopefully you are alive, you're just not actively telling your story, someone else will tell it for you, whether you like it or not. And then the question becomes, are they going to tell the story that you want them to tell? Are you controlling the narrative or are they controlling it for you? So that's something I want you to think about as far as your marketing, your branding. It's really about the story you want to tell about your brand, about your company, about your clients, about how you help them, about everything you do professionally in the world. So that is my thought for you today is what do you want people to say and how are you training them to say it? I was at a networking event recently where some guy, it was on Zoom, a guy I know well because we've been in a lot of meetings together, was having technical difficulties, so he was there and then he wasn't, and then he was back and he missed that window where we were introducing ourselves. So I hopped on and introduced him for him without him being there. Did not do a perfect job, did not say it exactly the way he would have said it. But because we've been in these meetings and he says the same intro over and over, and it is something that sticks out, I was able to get those main points, the kind of broad strokes about here's what he does and here's what makes him unique. Because he has been really good about zeroing in on that and saying it over and over and over. So it is in my brain to the point where I can now just repeat it. Like I said, not quite verbatim, but I get the point across. So your marketing should be the same. A, be really clear about what's that message, and B, say it over and over and over because the more you do that, the more you ensure that people are going to say that same thing or close enough when you're not in the room. And if you need help with that, please let me know. You can always leave a comment here on YouTube. You can shoot me a DM. You can also get more information like this over on my website, AV, as in my initials, Allison Verhalen. That is avwritingservices.com. And you can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com. Have a great week and happy blogging, everyone.